Hello everyone, I'm Ajahn Thanjalak Kamprom. Welcome to today's class. The topic for our lesson is about 21st century skills. From the picture, it represents people in the community working, playing, communicating with each other by using electronic or digital technology devices. Everything's in clouds, in mobile phone, in tablets, where all people can reach out for everything in the society. For us, as being part of the society, being part of the community, we need to learn about what 21st century skills are. But before we're going to talk about that, let me introduce the three parts that we are going to talk about today. Start from the first one. I'll introduce you to know more about the identity of CMRU student. And the second one, I'll talk about three main skills under 21st century skills. And the last one, I'll show you how important the 21st century skills are. Let's get started. Here, I introduce you the 10 identities of CMRU student. All 10 identities, they are expected that you will learn, you will gain these 10 identities during the studies in Chiang Mai Ratchapat University. For 4 years here, you can improve, you can gain these 10 skills from your teachers, from classes, or from friends, so that after you have experience, then you will become desirable identity. So let me talk about the 10th here again. These 10 identities you are expected to gain during you are studying in the university. But for the 4 desirable identities is you gain after you finish, after your graduation from Chiang Mai Ratchapat University. The first one is having a good personality, your appearance. Next one is having multitasking skills. Refer back to the previous slide. Not only about academic skills, but also it can be decision making or problem solving or even creativity skill that you can apply. Then you become a person who have multitasking skill or you have more than one skills. Next one is being a good person. Being a good person includes having morality. You know what you should do, what you shouldn't do and don'ts with people, with other people, with your colleagues. And for sure, after your graduation, you are well educated. And this one is the royal policy for education delivered by the King Rama X. He talked about 4 main characteristics of the students, which are number 1, having positive attitude towards the country. Number one here, the country refers to Thailand, as in Thailand we respect three main components. The first one is religion. And the second one is the country. And the last one is monarchy. We concern three things here. And next one is having strong daily basis and morality, which means you need to be able to differentiate good and bad, right and wrong things according to the law, the rule, or even norms or traditions in the country. The third one is being employed and skillful. You need to apply your knowledge, your academic things after your graduation in your workplace, and also the word lifelong learning is also under being employed and skillful, because lifelong learning promote or support the lifelong career in the future. The third one is being a good citizen. As you know, good citizen, good people. The responsibilities of citizen is to protect the country, to be responsible for family, educational place, and also being generous for each other. So those are about the royal policy for education delivered by the King Rama X. So from the three slides here, starting from the identity of CMRU students, desirable identity and policy, royal policy for education. These are background about promoting, creating skills in each of you as being a CMRU student. Then let's move to another topic. The second topic is the 21st century skills. As the picture represents the concept or the description of 21st century. So, let's talk about 21st century first. 21st century refers to from when to when, from which year. Anybody can answer me the question? Okay. You have a good guess. 21st century start from the 1st of January 2001. And the 21st century will end on December 31st, 2100. this is the period of 21st century. And as you can see, 21st century is the word of what? Of education, of various thought, and also the word of changing. So you can notice this is human beings' hand, right? But at the top here, what is that? Robot. Or another word, I think you have heard, AI, which stands for artificial intelligence. So, in this 21st century era, it's the transformation of one human being to another, which is artificial intelligence. In the world of changing, in the world of disrupting. So, you can, as you know, right now, in your mobile phone, there are so many applications, right? Only one click is very convenient for you. So, in the past, we don't know. I cannot say we, maybe you have you don't know about the theater, the cinema, or you hardly go to the cinema right now because Netflix is available online, right? You don't need to waste your time or pay for the oil or the fuel for your car or for Grab. You just stay home and then one click, fingertip, and then you can choose any movie that you would like to see, would like to watch. Or internet banking. In the past, when I was young, or even right now, I still need a bank. But for your generation, no more, right? Or even kind of the camera, digital camera, film camera, television, the big one in the past, but right now, flat television, or even we don't need TV at all. We just watch movie from tablet, from your iPad or digital devices. So this is digital disruption. Everything's only in your hand. So for the word disruption here, it seems to be negative, but actually it is both positive and negative. Like right now, you can learn from like online application. When you would like to know more about the the oldest city in the world, you can just Google it. So everything has two sides, both good and bad. Okay, so we are going to take advantage from digital disruption into our daily life as we are in the 21st century. And before we talk about 21st century skills, I would like you to understand the word skill. Skill is the ability to do something, but not just only you can do, but do something very well in a particular task. And one of you can have many skills in you. And skill is the combination from knowledge plus ability and competencies. From three here become one, which is skill. And skill is improved by your life experience, by what you have learned from the lesson in class and also from your life lesson. And skill can be measured and put into the different level like good, poor, fair, or whatever. Okay, so let's see the 21st century. As I mentioned, skills for sure, knowledge. You know something from the lesson in class and then you apply. Then it becomes a skill, work habits, and character that are believed that they are important to success, to your success in today's world or the world of changing. And skills can be applied in all academic, all educational, career, or civic setting throughout a student life. So these are the description of 21st century. Knowledge, skills, work habits, character that are believed that important to your success and can be applied from various fields. There are three main 21st century skills learning. The first one is learning skills. Includes 4Cs. What are 4C? We'll talk about it. The second one is literacy or media literacy. In short, there are three media literacy skills, which is called MIT. And then the third one, life skills. Life skills or flips. In order to easy for you to remember, 4C, MIT, and flips are acronyms. I'll introduce you the first one, learning skill. 4C are collaboration, communication, creativity, and critical thinking. Learning skills are developed into the succeed in the career path. Or it can be said like learning skills are the foundation or the basis of successful. Creativity, you think, use your imagination, or try to get new idea. And next one is critical thinking. To see how you look at the problem and how you deal or how you solve with the problem critically and successfully. Communication. You communicate in the creative way in order to reach the agreement or the goal of something. And collaboration. Working with other people as a team, not individually. Next one, literacy skills or digital literacy, or MIT. M is media, I is information, and T technology. What are they? Media literacy is right now you have your electronic devices, your mobile phone, and you search and you find and you get the information from that. That is the ability to read, but not just to read. You have to be able to analyze, evaluate whether it is true or not, fake or fact. And then information literacy, the ability to recognize when information is needed, to locate, to evaluate effectively with various kind of media or formats. And the last one is technology digital literacy, the ability to use digital technology, communication tools or networks to locate, to evaluate. Okay, so to access critically, here this picture, access and critically analyze online information, engage in safe and constructive social networking, and know how to create and share knowledge. Those are about media or digital literacy skill. And the last one is life skills or flips. Flips consist of 5 topics. F, flexibility. L, leadership and responsibility. I, initiative and self-directions. P, productivity and accountability. S, social and cross-cultural skills. So these skills, life skills here, are after you study in class or it is something outside classroom. Flexibility, you are able to adapt yourself in the various environment or situation. You have your own decision to make. You have a new or creative idea. You have creative or valuable work in your working place, in your workplace, and you understand social and cross-cultural communication or social and cross-cultural aspect. When you live, when you stay in society, you need to understand all of life skills and being able to apply those into your life. Okay, so those are about 3 skills under 21st century skills right here. Okay, and from this slide I would like to show you, actually we mentioned about 3 main skills, which are learning skills, information media literacy, and life skills here, right? So they are all 21st century themes. But down here, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? What are they? This picture represents you the relationship between 21st century skills in classroom. Here, as you are a student, you need teachers to be part of your learning, right? So 21st century skills promotes student-centered learning style. Previously, when I was young again, my teacher, standing in front of class, talked about the lesson only one herself, and I just sit, listen to her, did the assignment, or did everything that I was assigned by my teacher. All knowledge and experience are from my teacher. But right now, as you are in class, teacher try to change the role, and you can say students can interchange experiences and knowledge to each other. So this is student-centered learning. And also, in classroom, not just only experience or knowledge, but right now technology is becoming the main part of our life. So teacher can learn and can exchange new knowledge from student as well. And also can learn how to use technology or media from the students as well. So there are the collaboration happens in classroom between student and teacher in the context of student-centered learning, And these are the characteristics of digital natives and digital immigrant. These characteristics are represented by Prinsky, the researcher. He has found out that there are 10 characteristics, or in other words, it can be like the differences between digital native and digital immigrant. Digital digital native and digital immigrants refer to a person who or the people who were born before and after 1980. Okay, so which year were you born? You can guess when I was born. And you can guess where I am, digital native or digital immigrant. Yes, I am in the same age of you. I am a digital native. Wow. So before, people who were born before 1980, they are named as digital immigrant. And you can take a look at those characteristics and compare to our generation. right here on the left. You text message. Oh, easily for you, for us, sorry. Or we can say this is the remix generation. Okay. Are they all correct? You can compare, you can check with your own characteristic or your habits. So you can see the differences, especially for example, you like graphics, pictures, right? But for the digital immigrants, they prefer text first, or it can be like the hard copy of the textbook. And but for graphics, it's easy for you to understand. You don't need like 1,000 words in many paragraphs, right? But only infographic is fine for you, because for some other thing you can search, you can Google for more information. You love playing, while digital immigrants don't. They don't. So that is why we have changed the way of learning or the way of teaching to mix both play and learn together. Technology as friend, right? Everywhere, anytime. Even you forget your wallet, even for me, when I forget my wallet, it's okay for me. But when I forget my mobile phone, I cannot live without my mobile phone on that day. So I have to go back home and get my mobile phone. So these are the characteristics of the people in the different generation. So we need to learn in order to live, right? Now, the last part of the lesson is about significance of the 21st century skills. As there are three main skills under 21st century, and there are many more which you can learn from this slide. And search for more information about that. Put them all together, and then you become successful in your life. As you have learned from the beginning of the slide, it is not just only knowledge that you learn from the book or that you learn from your teacher, from class, but there are something else about skills. And the importance of 21st century skills, especially the second one, which is literacy, media literacy. So when you learn how to synthesis, how to analyze which one is fact, which one is fake, then for sure you don't believe because that is fake news, and you just stop sharing it. So you learn how to use technology in the appropriate way, in a smarter way as the consumer. You consume news, you consume performances, you consume posts from other people online worldwide. But you need to stop and think about whether it is true or false, right or wrong, fake or fact. Next one, the importance of 21st century skills is to improve your communication skill. In which way? It is not about speaking or listening only, but also how to speak, how to communicate properly and correctly in the particular situation. Now, because people don't communicate, they just, communicate directly face to face. They just post, they just put the text or message in like social media. So you learn and know how to use technology in the correct way so that you are able to justify how, when, and why you are going to communicate with people appropriately and properly to avoid what? Avoid misunderstanding and fighting, which are the controversial issue right now. Because no, without a good communication, right? And from all skills, both three main skills that I mentioned and also for some other, you apply learning from that, and finally you become a successful person in the society because you know how to, and then you set your goal, your plan, your action, and then you will achieve your goal or your achievement. So the skills that I mentioned are very important, and I think 21st century skills are more important to you than ever before because they not only provide a framework for successful learning in classroom, but they also ensure you that you can survive in a world where change is constant and learning never stops. And I hope you will apply those 21st century skills to your life and realize and see how important and how serious they are, so that you are going to apply these skills for being a successful one, a successful person in a world of disruption. So you can review the lesson from the slide by replaying again and again, and also you can look for more information in details from Google search. Thank you very much for your time today. I hope you enjoy my class and I hope to see you around. So goodbye for now. Thank you very much.